Hey guys, hope you're all well. So, this is not going to be a tarot reading. This is actually going to be a first for me today, because I have a message for you, for the collective. And I did ask, my spirit guides, if the message was just for me personally or if this was a collective message. So, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. This isn't going to be a long video, but most of last night and most of today, I have had the most splitting headache. Like the tension here and all here behind my eyes, everything has just been something I haven't experienced before. Like it was very intense and quite destabilizing. And I was just wondering, well, whether it was something to do with my prescription, for my contact lenses or what have you. And then I did a little bit of digging. I read up on a few things and came to the revelation that's not quite what it was, right? And so I tried to get on today with doing the tarot readings and I just wasn't getting anywhere. Like my head in itself just felt incredibly heavy. So I was like, I need to have a lie down. So I went for a lie down and just thought that I would play some sort of meditation music to assist with easing up with my headache and just to kind of relax and close my eyes. So I did of this. And I would say about 15 minutes in, I I hadn't fallen asleep. I was like in a deep state of meditation. And I abruptly got up. And this was because I had a vision of this dove, a beautiful white dove, carrying an olive branch in its mouth. And I was there and it it jolted me because it came through so suddenly and so like in my face, as it were, that I felt that it was real and it was in the room, and I had to double check where I'm living to make sure that a bird hadn't actually come into the flat, because that's how real that it felt and how close it was to me. It was beautiful, mind you, but it did scare me because I'm a bit of a I can be like, I can jump like if I get startled in any way, right? I've just always been like that. And it just kind of really threw me because now that I've received this message and I'm delivering of this message, my headache is gone. And I did get some information that the spiritual meaning or significance of a headache can sometimes mean that you're to be receiving of a message, a download, right? And I'm sure that that's absolutely what it was, because now I feel absolutely fine. Whereas today, I felt like I couldn't do anything or get on with my day. I couldn't get on with my work, nothing. But now I feel fine. And so it's like now I'm delivering of this message. It's like it's just all completely gone, right? And I haven't taken any tablets or anything. So, can kind of like knock that on the head type of thing. It's just naturally kind of gone now that I have had this vision, right? Now, I've gone to look online because I've obviously been curious about what this all means, right? So, the spiritual meaning or the significance to do with a dove carrying of an olive branch. It says here that it's a spiritual symbol of peace, hope, and new beginnings. Rooted in the biblical story of Noah's Ark. In this story, a dove returns with an olive leaf, signaling that the great flood has ended and life has now begun anew. The symbol also represents deliverance, forgiveness, and good tidings. Good tidings. And I'm hearing good timings as well. Interesting. It's an end of a trial. The most famous meaning comes from the Bible, where Noah sends out a dove after the flood. The olive branch signifies that the waters have receded and the earth is habitable again. Hope and new life. It represents the end of a destructive period and the start of a new hopeful chapter for humanity. And it's interesting. So, as you guys know, well, most of you will know that I've not had the easiest of times. I would say past 4 months, 4 or 5 months or so, just because of the transitional changes that I've had going on as to where I currently am and where I once was before, with moving and everything like that, which was very abrupt, etc. I'm not going to go into details, but I have not necessarily had an easy time of it, and I have felt um, certain thoughts. I felt certain feelings here that I hadn't felt in quite some time. And you know, when you get into a negative spiral, and sometimes it's quite easy to take on the energy of others, and then you're having difficulty of trying to distinguish whether that is your own. I mean, that could potentially be the case, but also I know that for me, I've not had an easy time. Okay. And so this made me very emotional when I received of this. I have a little bit of information here for you as well. So I'm looking up the dove, the spiritual meaning of the dove, and there is a lovely post here that says, when they appear in our lives, okay, 1 second, it's just gone away now. Typical, right? Sorry, I'm not the best with technology. The spiritual meanings of doves. When they appear in our lives, it is because something good is going to happen, or because a problem is going to be solved. They are a sign that we must not give up fighting, as fate and our lives will be in our favor in future challenges and adversities. They show that there is hope for the future, for our goals, and for the realization of our bigger dreams. And I felt like that resonated with me so much. So it probably does for you too, especially if you've had a really, really tough time of it as well, because I know a lot of you have. Okay. There is a little bit more here that I have found that I just wanted to quickly share with you as well, right? 1 second. Here it is. A symbol of peace, love, and divine grace. The dove carries messages of hope and harmony, connecting the earthly and spiritual realms. In Christianity, the dove represents the Holy Spirit, while in other cultures it symbolizes the purity of the soul and the presence of divine guidance. Now, I don't know about you, but there had been times as of late that I felt maybe a little bit disconnected with my path, with my journey, with everything that I'm doing because of the struggles that I have been facing. And this was just a huge confirmation for me that it gave me that peace of mind, quite literally, with clearing of the headache, but also the dove symbolizing of the peace with the olive branch. And I just hope that this gives some sort of assistance to you as well. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the message. Sending love and light out to you all, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you.